EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Here's Pollard again. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown, Broncos! Marvin Mims, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 21. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Here we go, set.
Throwing, Love. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 17 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Anders Carlson now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now a stoppage as Samaje Perine appears to have been shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
14. Push left.
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few.
There he goes, left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson drops this underneath for Pollard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action this time with Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Love. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Love going to give this one to Jones. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
27 yards there, a 1st down.
Run it. Alert. 12.
Now Wilson. That's dumped off to Pollard.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check. Hey, alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Good job right there.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
One left. 19. Gun.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Fair. Hey, alert.
They'll run with Pollard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
36 power. Alert.
Now a give here to Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Powering his way forward. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Love from the gun. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end. They go play action with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
12.
A give to Pollard running left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Zebra.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is,
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 66 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On third down, Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Spot that, spot that. Good job right there. Hey, hey. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, eat.
To throw is Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just saved those calls for this possession instead.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. The
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First down, Love to pass. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. To the air again, Love. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7. Glove. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready?
First down, going to the air with Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Set. Ready.
2nd and 10.
Cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he comes back with one complete. That's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs from 10 yards out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Love, they go play action now. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's second down.
Ready.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. What's good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, it's Jones.
Another strong run from the underrated Aaron Jones, who really deserves more credit for what he has done for the Packers. Even splitting carries in an offense that loves to throw it around, Jones put up his 3rd 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
Green jacket. Drill green. Ready.
Here's Love.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Able to find Jones, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
Go red. Striker. 3-3. 6. Mega. Blue striker. 10.
Love looking to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Steel black.
One last shot now for Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers,